am DJ Tony Cullis, owner of Standing Ovation Entertainment and Ideal Weddings with DJ Tony Cullis. You can find me at facebook.com/Tony L. Goins or on Instagram at instagram.com/DJ Tony Cullis. But right now, you are tuned into the BRI, Black Research Institute, with the niggas, Denoris Wilson.
You deserve a standing ovation.
In the Black American reality, the people are presented with representations of real-life kings and queens through the medium of the Black Research Institute, BRI. These are their stories.
What up? This Chef Cameron Weber from the What It Do Food Truck. You on live on the BRI right now with the niggas, Denoris Wilson. And when you get a chance, come on by the What It Do Food Truck. And I promise you, we gonna grab your taste buds and we not gonna let go. Peace.
Welcome everybody to the BRI. I am the niggas, Denoris Wilson. And as I normally start off the show, let's do it like this. Welcome everybody to the BRI, which is the Black Research Institute, and I limited the sky. See, I try to merge entertainment with information, and the icing on the cake is a dope conversation. Ain't no time for the faking, debating, or the hating. I'm trying to hip you all to the moves they be making. They all struggle, but still find a way to make a way. Fight back, count stacks, stay black all day. So I seek to supply you all with information, with inspiration to remedy our present situation. By showing you examples of black royalty, and you never have to question my intent or loyalty. We're moving forward with the strength that's supremely kinetic, confident, black, unapologetic. Instilling self-love is what really breeds hopes. No doubt about it, black people, we dope. We real dope. And I want y'all to understand that we're real dope. And tonight, I got a dope chef. This dude is so dope that I had to keep my wife away from his cooking because my wife tasted his burger and she was like, yo, that was the best burger I ever had. And I just felt some kind of way about that. You know what I mean? Like I felt she can't eat that no more. She can't eat that burger no more because that burger had my wife just like, yo, that was a good burger. But I'm from Kings Mountain, North Carolina. I grew up here. And I think the brother that I'm about to interview is from Shelby, North Carolina. I didn't know the brother growing up here. I didn't know him. When I came back home, I ran into him and tasted his cooking, and the brother is phenomenal. But that is not his story. His story is much more deeper than that. His story is much more complex than that. And I'm proud of the brother. So when we come back, we're going to meet this brother, the Peachy King. All right? So let's roll the secondary intro. And when we come back, we're going to meet the Peachy King. Peace.
Welcome to the Peachy King. Welcome to the Peachy King. Welcome to the Peachy King. Oh, wow, I got dreams of doing my thing at the Peachy King. Cut a rug with my queen. Get a platter full of wings. Tell the chef, extra crisp, 7 flavors with the wing. Couple different barbecues. The bartender got the drink. If you an artist, throw a show. Get some food and take it home. Just go to 136 Joy Road. We a family up in here. We know the faces at the door. Just take a chill, let the fire pit before you hit the road.
So let me give you a little bit of backstory. Just a small backstory. I met this brother, he was cutting hair. And he told me that he was going to be opening up a restaurant. And he opened up a restaurant in my small town of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. But that particular atmosphere wasn't enough for him. He needed to be bigger. He needed to go harder. And he searched and searched and went out and he got a bigger facility. To me, it's much more visible because it's right off the highway. But I'm going to let him explain that. So everyone, let's welcome to the BRI, Mr. Carlos Thompson, a.k.a. the Peachy King. Los, what's good, baby?
Show, brother.
Nah, man, thank you.
Glad to be here.
Nah, thank you for being here, bro. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So look, man, before we get into the interview, it's customary. Oh, you see your mural back there, right? You see your mural.
Man. I do. I love it. I love it.
So look, before we start the interview, it's customary here at the BRI that we ask you 2 questions, right? Before we even start. So the first question is, are you being safe?
Oh, yes. Always.
Okay.
Always being safe.
All right. And the second question is, are you happy?
I'm ecstatic, brother.
No, that's right. So we can start the interview. As I said in my monologue, man, I didn't know you growing up. We didn't run into each other while I was here in Kings Mountain. I ran into you after I came back after 30 years. And when I ran into you, you were cutting hair, and then you opened up a small restaurant here in Kings Mountain, and I patronize that as well. So I don't really know you, Los. You know what I mean? Like I don't know you. And the people viewing may not know you either. So just give us a little small tidbit about Carlos Thompson.
Like you said, I was born and raised in Shelby, North Carolina. By my grandparents. I went to Shelby High, of course, then went to military. I did 6 years in the National Guard. Also, after that, me doing that, went to Barber Scotia College, Concord, North Carolina. But I ran around with some people that that we was in the same groups, like Snap, Scott, you know what I'm saying? Always. I stayed in Kings Mountain for about 20 years. Off of East Street.
Okay. So tell me something, bro. I know about your barbering career. I can't say I know about it. I just know you were a barber. How long have you been cooking?
Actually, man, I want to say all my life, I didn't get interested in selling my food until actually, what's ironic, I was making a burger for a grill, and somebody said, you should be selling these. So it started from there, man. I got a grill made. I went from there to the food truck, from the food truck to the in facility, and now with the Peachy King, man, 9,200 square feet.
Hey man, that's what perseverance will get you, right? Like that's what believing in yourself will get you. So why cooking? What about cooking that appeals to you? Why cooking?
You know how when you go to the beach and you walk down on that water and a sense of calm come over you? That's how I am in the kitchen. It's like a fish in water, man. I love it. It just brings me peace. I always have. Like my grandmother really taught me, and man, I wish I would have thought or knew that I could make money doing that. Man, I just didn't know. I wish. Hey, so, but it is what it is now. I'm making a living at now.
So cooking relaxes you. Is that what you're saying? It relaxes you, like it makes you calm.
Yes, it does.
Now, how does it feel when someone tells you or gives you compliment on your cooking?
Oh, it makes me feel great. That's just like a rapper going into battle. When he come out the battle, he's victorious, and people are patting him on the back. Man, he feels like he's on top of the world. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm on top of the world, man. When I can put my food into somebody's mouth, and they like, oh man, this is great. Yeah, man, I feel like I'm on top of the world. And I love to feed people, man. I love to get at that. I don't know, man. It's just something about it when they eating and I love this. Can I get some more? Oh yeah, yeah. You can definitely get some more. Yeah.
Hey man, I can tell you this. I'm not like a big. I eat because I'm hungry. Basically, that's
Right.
I don't necessarily eat for taste. My wife can attest for that. But if it tastes good, it tastes good. Right? Right? Like if it tastes good and your burgers, like that's the only thing I really had from you when you were on the food truck,
Right.
and that burger was slamming. And
I appreciate it.
I just know, like, you know what, like cooking is almost like art, right?
It
Because
is, yeah.
it's I ain't even gonna say it is like art, because even though, like, when you take art and you use the color red, yeah, red is a definite color, but there's so many variations of red.
Right.
Right? There's so many different variations of red. And that's how I look at cooking. Like there's so many different ways you can make a burger. Right? There's so many different ways
That's
you can
true.
make a burger. But all of those ways are not good ways. Right?
That's
Like
true.
all of them are not good ways, but there are a lot of ways to make it. And I think you found your
Right.
niche with cooking, and don't get me wrong, I've never gotten a haircut from you, but I've seen your work as a barber, right? Like I've seen your
Mm-hmm.
work as a barber, and your work as a barber, in my opinion, is just as detailed as your work as a chef, right? Like
I
that.
appreciate that.
No, I ain't no appreciate that, man. That's what it is. It is what it is. So,
Yeah, you know,
so what made you decide that you wanted to have something more than just a small space? You wanted to have a restaurant. What came into the decision process of going from that small space that you were in Kings Mountain to going to that bigger facility? Because with that bigger facility comes a whole lot more money involved, whole lot more responsibility, whole lot more everything. So what made you want to go from that small space to a bigger facility?
I remember when my grandfather was alive, he asked I have 7 aunts, 1 brother, and 1 uncle. He asked them, "Do y'all want a restaurant?" And all of them, which can cook, my aunts can throw down. All of them said no. With that, I said, "You know what, Papa? I'll fulfill your dream." And even when he passed, I was looking at a giant building, man. It was huge. I didn't have no recollection of how much it would cost. I just was saying, I'm gonna put something in there. And I had a vision then, and I was in my early 20s. So 30 years later, it's come to pass, man. I mean, I'm able to put everything that I've derived from over years collectively and put it into this masterpiece that I feel is going to be something special. I really do, not just from the food aspect, but from the entertainment aspect. We're trying to do things that nobody has done that I can remember. Not in this area, maybe Charlotte. Even in Charlotte, I haven't been to a place like the Peachy King.
Speaking of which, what can we expect? First of all, let's do this. What is the estimated opening date for the Peachy King?
I want to say December, but I'm gonna say January. I'm gonna say in January because I got a couple blocks. I got a couple T's I got to cross, a couple I's I got to dot. So I'm gonna say sometime in January.
And once it's open, what can we expect from it?
We're gonna have great food, live entertainment, local entertainment, and professional entertainment. We're gonna have a special every night during the week.
Okay.
3 promoters. They're gonna be doing their thing. We have 1 promoter is gonna be bringing in professional acts. Yep. We have 1 promoter that's gonna be just focusing local, and we have a lady promoter that's gonna be doing certain things for bringing in women. So you can expect at least twice a month something nice coming out the Peachy King.
Nice.
At least.
Nice. So I remember when you got the building. Like I remember. Yeah. I remember when you got the building. I rode down there and I looked at the building.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, yo, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. Hey, you and Snap both. Snap was like, man, it's gonna be a lot of work.
I'm like, yo,
get it done, bro. I'll tell you.
This is gonna be hard. This is not gonna be easy. But man, let me tell you something, man. I commend you for your perseverance, right? Like the whole show of the BRI is about people like yourself finding a way to make a way, right? Like, and if anybody would have came to that restaurant before you got it, they'd be like, "Yo, we can't do nothing with this.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, we can't do nothing with this." But see, after I left, and then a couple of other developments happened, I realized something. You're a sneaky dude, man. Like you are a real, like you sneaky. like you sneaky because in that, okay, first of all, to get a restaurant right off an interstate is phenomenal. Like that's a phenomenal feat because it's constant traffic. But to get a restaurant off an interstate that is 15 miles away from a casino is stupid.
Yes.
It's like it's genius. It's genius. It's a genius
thing. Yeah, we already got packages where we can take you from the hotel to the casino, come back to the hotel. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But me and my small mindedness, right? I didn't recognize that. Right? Like I didn't recognize the opportunity that was right there. Like it's 15 miles away from a casino that and where the casino is in a town that only has 2 hotels.
Right.
2. So it was a genius idea because everybody's gonna be coming to that casino. Like right. from down south to up north because there's no casino within what, a 45, 50 mile radius. Right. So and you're on Cherokee, yeah, and you're on a major highway. Right. Like you're on a major highway. Right. It's so it was genius, right. Man. And I know the setbacks that you've had. I know the things that you had to endure, but you listen, man. When I saw that commercial about the Peachy King and about the development of it, I had to grab it, Carlos. Like it's like because it's to me, I've seen where you came from to where you are right now. And I know you're not finished. Right? Like I know you're not finished. So tell me something. And this is important to me. Tell me, why do you want, I know it's your grandfather's dream, but in regards to you, why do you want to open a restaurant?
Like I said, man, it's really my passion, man. I love to cook. There's nothing that I can't cook. Now, when I had the food truck, I was limited. Even when I had the restaurant in Kings Mountain, I was limited. There was only so many things that I could cook at this restaurant. Norris, I could cook everything.
Okay.
Every sauce that I want to make, I can do it. And I'm excited about it, man. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. Just like, if it wasn't, man, I want to give props to my wife. Because it was times like, hey, babe, enough's enough. Right. But she pushed me on, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not going too far. We have came too far to turn back, man. And to see the light at the end of the tunnel, hey, man, it's a blessing, right? Real blessing.
Hey, man. Hey, behind every strong man is a strong woman, right?
Yeah.
Behind every strong man is a strong woman, and I commend you because let me tell you something, man. When I saw you, and it was just, it seemed like you picked the wrong time to open up a restaurant because COVID hit. Yeah. You know, it was just like, yo, why are you trying to do this right now? And to me, I'm like, yo, why is he doing this? But then I got to thinking about it months later. I was like, yo, if you're gonna do something, you need to try to do it with as much adversity as you can possibly experience. So when it's up and running, anything that happens is small now because you survived COVID. Like you came through COVID to make this happen. So once you get it up and running, anything that happens is small, it's peanuts, right?
Exactly.
So I don't. Wait a minute though. I want to say something. That is a nice logo, bro. I don't.
Yeah, man.
Whoever
Thanks,
did that.
thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Mr. Denoise Wilson made this logo. Yeah. I tried to get Mr. Denoise to be a partner.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. I was blind, Carlos. I didn't see the vision. I didn't see the vision, bro. I didn't see the vision. And I'm kicking myself in the hind parts right now because it's like, it ain't even about the money. It's not about the money. It's about like, yo, remember what when we was in the green room and I told y'all like, yo, it's hard to find someone that matches your ambition. It ain't necessarily got to be the same idea, but if y'all have the same level of ambition, right? And you know, when you have ambition, you sort of become closed-minded into what you're trying to do, right? Like you.
Yeah, that's true.
You try to be you trying to focus on what
you had those blinders on.
Yeah, you got the blinders on because you're trying to focus, and that's why I was when you initially came to me with the offer, right? Like it wasn't that I didn't think that you would be successful. It wasn't that I didn't think that the Peachy King would take off. It was just I'm doing my own thing that I what I mean?
Right. And I'm proud of you too, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. And likewise.
I mean, I'm telling you, because I never would have thought that you would go in this direction, but it's a blessing, man. I'm proud of you. I really am.
Oh, thank you, man. And likewise, man. Likewise. But as I told you, man, when I started this, you were one of the ones that I definitely said that I'm gonna get them on the show, but I gotta make sure the show is right. You know what I mean? Like I gotta make sure that it's right because I want to present you in the best light possible. Because just like you like feeding people, I like helping people make I like helping people make their dreams come true. Right? That's my thing.
Right.
So out of all the things that you cook, what is your favorite to cook? What is your signature dish?
You know, I get asked that a lot. And I swear to you, man, I cannot come up with one of my favorites is because everything I feel like I make, from collard greens to a quiche, you know, and those are two different entities, man. And I just feel like I just put my heart into it, no matter what I make. A lot of people don't know that I bake. I bake cakes, I bake pies. I do it all, man. And I make different kind of sauces. I try my best to come up with original sauce, which I got a peachy sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't put a finger on just one particular dish.
Hey, see what my wife says? See, that's what I'm saying. I gotta keep my wife away from your burgers, man. I gotta keep her away from your burgers. Like I'm telling you, man.
We got a double decker peachy burger.
Hey, and listen, my wife is very, very peculiar. She's gonna get mad that I say this, but I'm gonna say it. We can go out to eat. No lie, Carlos. We can go out to eat, and we get our food. Something going back. Something going back. But with your burger, no lie, with your burger, she was oh, that burger, that was a good burger. He owned something right here. He owned something. So you don't have a favorite dish that you like to cook?
I don't. I don't have a favorite dish, man, that I love to cook. I love everything I cook. I try to put love into it.
Okay.
And I just enjoy it.
So tell me this then. With the Peachy King opening, do you have Any needs that you need, like waitresses, bartenders,
I do. I do. I've hired a pastry chef. I've hired two managers. I do need waitresses, bartenders, and a few cooks. Yeah, I do.
okay. Well,
But we're gonna have a hiring day sometime in the
okay.
next month. We're gonna have a hiring class.
Okay. So you're gonna have like a not like a job fair, but sort of like a job fair, right?
Right, similar, yeah. We're gonna pick a day. We already have the applications and everything, W4s, W2s. We got all that, and we're gonna hopefully hire some people that want to be a part of the Peach King experience.
That's what's up, man. So I'm gonna ask you a question. This whole experience, right? What have you learned?
Okay. Oh man, I've learned about an architect, what his job is. I've learned about plumbing engineer, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, what the job consists of. Um, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would say probably about $10,000. And that's not if I had to do it all over again. As much as I spent, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey
Yeah.
man,
I learned a lesson.
my wife called that. That's the cost of doing business. That's what she calls it. The cost of doing business.
That's right. That's right.
Because this is your first time um really venturing out in an establishment this big. So you're gonna make some I'm not gonna call them mistakes. You're gonna make some unnecessary purchases. Right? Like there's gonna be some
Right. Yes. Man. And then you got people who trying to get over on you, man. They wanna man.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned a lot, man. I wish I'd have knew a lot of the people beforehand that I've met, but I didn't know them. So yeah, that cost me too.
Hey, but you know what?
But I met some
Good people, right?
some really good people though. Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
I met some good people that probably gonna be in my life for the remainder. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, but you know
In
what?
other projects.
You know what, Los, man? When you're venturing out and you're trying to do something that you've never done before, you're going to encounter like some situations where you think you know, but you really don't know, but you think you know. So you're going to roll on what you know, and then you're going to find out that you didn't know what you thought you know. Right? Like that's just how it is.
Yes. Yes.
Right? That's just, but if you take it like a learning experience, then
I went to school.
even though you may spend more money than you normally have to, the education and the experience that you gain through the whole process is more valuable than the money that you think you overspent, right?
Right. Yeah, because like I tell my wife, man, I feel like I went to school with this project. Like I learned so much, man. I'm still learning. I learned some today, but um, it's good learning though. Like I said, I never have to go through what I went through if I decide to open up another one. Yeah.
Do you see
And
yourself?
it's coming.
Do you see yourself opening up another Peachy King?
I've been already asked to open up another one that's inside already inside another hotel. Yes, I've already been asked.
Well, you know what? I'm getting pretty good at my interview skills. You see how I set you up. So we was talking earlier, right? So I don't even know if you want to announce it, but you are in talks with some pretty significant people. right now, right?
I am. I am. Yeah, we're trying to do. I was approached about having a reality show. Chef um, Mark Clark, we call him Chef B More. He's from Baltimore. He resides in Atlanta, and he's friend with Candy and Todd, and he took the proposal to them, and there we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Hey, well, listen,
Man,
man.
they want to
It,
reality show similar to
if you
sweet the way.
if you get that gig,
Okay, go ahead.
if you get that gig, make sure you tell them like you will only accept if you allow Denoris Wilson to be your production assistant.
Right, right. Okay, I definitely do that, man. Definitely bring you on board, brother. I definitely will.
So, are you excited about that? The possibility of that,
Excuse
right?
me,
Are you excited
man.
about?
Yeah, I am. Man. It's so much, man. It's that God just opened up doors that I never would have thought. Like I never would have thought about a reality show, man. Which the song, the commercial, that's all part of it. We presented that to them.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, very excited.
Listen, man. A lot of people don't understand, and me and my wife had this conversation maybe last week, that we're moving back to, in this country, we're moving back to the era of the small businesses. Like the entrepreneur is really what drives America and what drives capitalism. Without the entrepreneur, capitalism couldn't exist. But I think we at a point in the capitalistic um, timeline that capitalism is being controlled by corporations, and it wasn't meant to be controlled by corporations. It was meant to be controlled by entrepreneurs, and we're moving back to that. So people like yourself that's opening up these establishments, it's not just that you're cooking for people or entertaining people, but you're hiring people too.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
You're
I've
employing.
always said that too. I want to give people jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that right there within itself is a plus. So tell me right now, once you open, what are the positions that you are in need of?
Like I said, I definitely need some waitresses, bartenders. Um, I'm gonna have to have a weekend manager also. So I gotta fill one more manager position. And cooks. I'm gonna need cooks also.
Now, with your
A
chefs.
couple hostesses. I don't have any. I don't think I got any hostesses.
Mhm. Now with your chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know, but it seems like to me, chefs are like prima donnas, right? Like they're prima donnas. Like if right. So if they have a particular recipe that they want to use, they don't want nobody messing with their recipe. So I know that you are the main chef. I know that you're going to be the main chef of the Peachy King. But the
Right.
recipes that the other chef that you hire, would they be your recipes or would there be their recipes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, be the peachy way, man. Be the peachy way. Yeah,
Okay.
so it's gonna be my recipes. We already discussed that prior.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be my recipes.
Okay. And
You can you can go to McDonald's and won't change their special sauce.
that's right. That's right. You absolutely. And that's why I asked that question because, like, when you knew, a lot of people that come on board with you because you knew,
Yeah.
They feel like they can interject themselves in the process, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
not understanding that I am hiring you for your skill set, not your ideas. Right? Like
Right. Right.
right. You're
Right.
getting hired because of your skill set. I don't need your ideas. We got the idea part covered. I need your skill
Right.
set.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's why I asked that question because I know to me, chefs are like graphic artists. Like when someone comes to me and tells me, yo, could you edit this flyer that someone else done? No, I can't do that.
Right.
I, I'm not doing that. And
Right.
and it's a thing. It's more like an ego thing. Like I ain't doing that. I can do better than that, right? Like I can do better than what you
Right.
should, right? And I think chefs are the same way. Now I'm not going to use that recipe. I got another thing that I want to add into there. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know. So, but
Exactly. Yeah.
hey, but Los, man, when you first started, how many times have you wanted to give up?
Uh, on this project,
Yes, on this project.
in general.
No, this project. This the Peachy King.
Oh man. Um, it's been a couple times where I thought about, hey, my funds ain't gonna make that far. There's been a couple times where I like, I'm dead serious, man. Yeah, man, it's
Hey,
no way I can see that for.
hey man, hey man, I feel you because like listen, I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of talented people out here that we would never ever get to meet because they don't have the funds to get it out there to us. Period. Right?
Right, that's true. Yeah,
Like they're talented, but they don't have the funds. And Los, man, you are very talented. Like your food is great. Um,
appreciate it, brother.
like like you said rap, you said a rapper earlier, and the difference between a good rapper and a great rapper is that great rapper makes you feel it. Like
Yeah,
feel you feel that it's like it's coming from a place to where it's real. Whereas that
you
good
can
rapper,
see it.
you can see it. Whereas that good rapper makes you hear it. You can hear it. Like it's
Right,
clear, good pronunciation, you know, and all that. But that great rapper, you can feel that. And that's how it is with cooking.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
every chef can cook a burger, right?
right,
Every chef can cook a burger. But you could tell when
right,
someone actually took the time to get the ingredients right, the right amount of salt, the right amount of pepper, the right amount of spices. You could tell when that person has
mhm,
actually like took some time to formulate or craft this particular burger. And when I tasted your burger, I don't know if you were trying to impress me or my wife or not. I hope that's just your regular burger, but it
right,
was like it was a great burger, and that's the only thing that I got to. No, I can't say because I tasted your chicken wings too, and your chicken wings were awesome as well when you were down there.
yeah, man.
Right. So, man, Carlos, we've been online for 45 minutes already, bro,
Yes, sir.
and we
And it
still
don't
have
seem like it.
and we still have not told the people the address to the Peachy King. So tell them the address. I know it was in the
Yeah.
song, but tell them again.
At, it's 136 Peach Orchard Road, Gaffney, South Carolina, 29341.
Hey, listen, man.
Yeah, man.
We talked
Right
about
down the street from the beach.
right. We talked about this earlier, right? And I don't know the statistics on it, but you and I we talked about this earlier. And for a minority black man to open up a restaurant, not just a mom and pop restaurant, but a full-fledged restaurant with seating, entertainment, bar, kitchen, all of that in South Carolina, you're not gonna find that too much. That's not happening. Right? That's not happening. So, in a sense, you opening up the Peachy King, you making history, bro.
Yeah, man. We in there. I don't think it's a place that will be able to accommodate weddings, wedding receptions, repasts, all in one facility. You don't have to, if you searching, you don't have to go everywhere and do a lot of running around. It's right there. I got you for everything. And I don't think there's a lot of places like that. I mean, from Gaffney to Charlotte. Yeah, so with that, man, I mean, that's white or black. That's white or black. Definitely not black. I mean, that's white or black.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this though. In about 2 years, I may have missed my opportunity to get on the ground floor of the Peachy King. But in 2 years, when you open up franchising opportunities, I'm gonna be right there, bro. Trust and believe it. I'm gonna be right.
I hope so, brother. I hope so.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there because let me tell you something. And this is very important. If you make it past year 2, which I know you will, but if you make it past year 2, it's golden. You golden because you established. You established. People know about you. You know what I mean? But making it past year 2 is not as easy as it thinks, as it sounds. So don't. If put it this way,
trust me, I know.
If you made it through COVID, you can make it past year 2.
Right.
Right. If you made
I
it,
think I got.
You said you think you got.
I think I got enough plans stored up to make it because I've been sitting through COVID. So I think I got enough plans, man.
Well,
and I still the input that we talked about, me and you. I'm still, yes, I do know that. Yeah, we can get done.
Okay.
The night you were talking about. Seriously.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, and we got the funds to do it.
Right. Exactly. Right. And you know.
Right. Okay.
And remember what I told you earlier. Nobody ever became a millionaire by themselves. Right. Like
yes.
there are no millionaires created by themselves. And you know, I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna be able to talk to you about some things. I may need a night. I may need a BRI night. You know what I mean? So we got to figure that out.
Right.
We got to figure that out. All right, man. Well, we've been here for a minute, so I'm gonna let you go. But there's 3 questions that I gotta ask you before you go, and I'm laughing. I'm smiling because I know my last question, right? You are going to be able to answer this question. I know you're going to be able to answer the second question like that. So I'm going to get on to the first question. The first question is, what are you doing to push the culture forward?
I didn't hear you. You say what?
I said, what are you doing to push the culture forward?
Push the culture forward. Push the culture forward, man. I do want to reach back, show people from where I came from was a long walk, and it can be done.
Okay.
I also want to implement a feeding program. I'm definitely gonna. I'm already in talks with Walmart to be getting food to feed the homeless also in Gaffney.
Nice.
I just think that being innovative, people, I know when I was coming up, I never seen a black chef. And if I would have knew in high school that I could be a chef making a living, no telling where I would be at. But I just want to be innovative and let little guys my son's age know that it can be done. And we need to show kids that they don't have to worry about going to college. It's the things out here that they can be doing and still become millionaires. You know what I'm saying? That I do want to provide a service to help younger kids, show them. With guys like yourself, you know what I'm saying? We show guys, the kids, that they don't, because it's a lot going on, man. It's not a lot of black men showing up. I just seen some kids get 18, 19 years old, shoot up a whole house and miss the person that they were shooting at. So it's sad out here, man. But yeah, it's just my eager to be able to show the kids where we need to be, where we could be if we really work together.
Okay. So my next question is, I need for you to name me 3 important or famous black people, but they can't be athletes or entertainers.
It can't be what?
Athletes or entertainers.
3 black people. Stokely Carmichael. Dr. Umar Johnson. Patrice Batista.
Did you say Patrice Lumumba?
Yeah, man.
Who did you say? Los. I think I lost him. CIA got me again. Hopefully he'll come back. Yeah, I lost him. Okay, man. That was Carlos Thompson, Peachy King, Peachtree Road in Gaffney, North Carolina. I mean, Gaffney, South Carolina. And before I go, I want to say this. I get up every morning around 6:30. I start work around 7:30. And Facebook is a very important part of my business. So I keep Facebook open throughout the day and getting notifications from people and all of that. And this morning when I woke up and I came on Facebook, I saw that Anthony Holland's birthday was today. And I ain't gonna say the only, but I immediately went to my friend who I grew up with, and I assumed that it was his birthday. So I typed up a big post about, because he's a twin, his brother is Antoine. So I typed up a big post about, how much I care for him, wishing him a happy birthday, but something didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right about the whole thing. Carlos is trying to call me. Yeah, I hate it. Hold on. I lost you, Los. I'm still live. Let you can come back in. You can come back in. I don't know, but just come on back in. So, lost my train. Oh, so it didn't feel right, but I immediately posted it anyway. I typed up this big paragraph about, me and the brothers, the 2 twins that, they little brothers to me. I've been knowing them practically all their lives. So but it just didn't feel right. And I let it ride for about 2 or 3 hours. And every time someone commented on, happy birthday to the both of you, it just didn't feel right. So I picked up the phone and I called Anthony. Carlos is back. And I'm gonna finish this story. I want to close out with Carlos, and I will finish the story when I come back. Hold on. What happened to you, bro?
Man, I don't know. It just boom. Like we started talking about black people, it went out.
Nah, that's the CIA. That's the CIA, bro. All right, so I don't think we got to hear your 3 black people. So who were they?
Who did I say? Stokely Carmichael. Who were the other 2 that I named? I did say Umar Johnson. I say Dr. Clark Anderson.
Okay, all right. So now, with that being said, brother, Stokely Carmichael. See, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna get brothers that like. If the only way you're gonna know these brothers is you have to read. Like you gotta actually read. You're not gonna know these brothers just off a GP.
Right.
Like you're not gonna know them. You're not gonna be taught about these brothers in high school or college. You have to find this information about these brothers somewhere, right? So you got Stokely Carmichael. Oh man, and did you say Dr. Clark?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dr. Clark, and what was the next one?
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Umar. Well, I'm happy you named. I'm happy you named Umar because I had him on the show.
Right, exactly.
Right. So the next time I bring you on the show, which will be for the grand opening of the Peachy Kings, right?
All right.
So when I ask you this question again, you cannot use those 3 people.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Hey, brother, I want to thank you for blessing us with your presence. I'm not gonna wish you luck. I'm not gonna wish you anything because I know you're gonna make it happen. All I'm gonna do is say all I want to do is say continue to be Carlos, continue to chase your dream, continue to be ambitious about your dream. And remember, man, it's your dream. It ain't nobody else's. It's yours. So if it's gonna come true, you gotta make it come true.
Right.
It's your dream, man. I appreciate you. Thank you again, man.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Carlos Thompson, Peachy King.
I appreciate it.
Get your flowers. You get your flowers, bro. You get your flowers. Man,
That's
so look, hang tight. Hang tight. Let me finish up this. And I'm going to come back into the studio and we're going to wrap it up, all right?
All right.
Yeah, that was Carlos Thompson. He came back. I don't know what happened, man. I'm not technical in that manner. But anyway, going back to what I was saying about the birthday. It just didn't feel right with me. So I picked up the phone and I called Anthony. And when he picked up the phone, he immediately said, he didn't say what's up, he didn't say hi. He said, Denoris, our birthday is in July. And I knew that. So I said, this is why I am calling you, because it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. So he didn't tell me to take it down. So it became like an accidental experiment. So I left that post up all day long. Everybody, people that the twins, Antoine and Anthony grew up with, that we all grew up with. Happy birthday, Anthony. Happy birthday to you both. Happy birthday, cousin. Happy birthday. And it's not their birthday. It's actually Anthony's son's birthday. I mistakenly thought it was not mistakenly. Yeah, I mistakenly thought it was their birthday based off the fact that Facebook said it was Anthony Holland's birthday. And because I didn't do any investigation, I didn't do my due diligence. I just took Facebook for face value, which they were telling the truth, because it is Anthony Holland's birthday, which is Anthony's son, but it ain't the Anthony Holland that I posted. And I got about 100 comments on this one post about saying happy birthday. And those 100 comments came from people that the twins and I grew up with. And the moral of the story is, there's two morals, really. If it don't feel right, don't move on it until it does. If it doesn't feel right, don't move on it until it does feel right. And the second moral is, do your due diligence before you putting out there. Now, I got people wishing these brothers, Antoine and Anthony, happy birthday, and it's not their birthday. And I didn't mean to do that. It was an accident. But once I called him and he gave me permission to leave it up, I wanted to see what it ran with it. And that is what technology and social media has done to us. It has made us mentally lazy. I knew it didn't feel right after I posted it. I knew it didn't, but I still let it ride. You understand me? So with that, man, I'm going to say this. Do your due diligence in everything that you do before you move forward on anything. Because even though you may think you're right, you could be wrong. So until you know, don't think you're right, know you're right. Until that you know that you're right, don't move on something. And with that, I'll leave you as I always do. In order for you to receive a blessing, you must first be a blessing. Peace.
Rock me real slowly. Put a bit on me. I'm just like a baby drooling over you. The things you do.